God bless you guys. I want to talk to you today about idols, and you know, speaking of idols, I want to mention all the superhero stuff we see, all these superhero movies we see on screen. I used to love watching Batman. Batman was my favorite character. I had, Batman t-shirts, I had Batman shoes, Batman pajamas, I mean, all kinds of stuff, man. And had posters and everything of that kind of stuff. And I really love that stuff. And Spider-Man and all those characters, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Iron Man, and Hulk, but the Bible tells us that to love not the world or anything in the world. If any man loves the world or the things in it, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that's in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes, the pride of life, doesn't come from the Father, but of this world. This world is passing away, but the man who does the will of God abides forever. And, all these superhero movies that you're seeing, you follow the Marvel movies, and you'll know when you watch, I never even watched Deadpool, but you'll know, you start seeing them become more filthy, and they have bad language, and Deadpool, is like, what is it? I'm trying to think of the word, where basically likes men and women, homosexuality, bisexual, stuff like that. It's filthy. And these superheroes are coming out I just want to come right out and say it, all these superheroes are demons straight from the pit of hell. And I'm going to post some testimonies in the description box, to show you this stuff, that they're demons from the pit of hell. I want to show you this stuff because they look so great, and watching all these movies, they seem so harmless. I used to think, I got rid of horror movies. I used to think this is so, it's so godly compared to everything. But, sooner or later, the work manifests the fruit of it. You'll know them by their fruits. And Marvel movies are starting to manifest the fruit of what they really are. You're starting to see cursing and violence and the characters killing. And Wolverine, we know he killed, but then you start to see Batman in the movies using guns and killing. But I heard health testimonies where they saw this creature. I mentioned this in another video. They saw the character, the Dark Knight, in hell. He was a demon that looked like on Batman Begins when the Scarecrow, Batman drugs him with his own Scarecrow toxin stuff, drugs him with his own fear toxin, and he sees Batman as this demon-looking thing, all black, and the bat, ears and stuff, and just very evil looking. That's how the Dark Knight looks like. And this principality, the Dark Knight, according to these hell testimonies, I'll put them in the description box, he's working with other spirits. He's working with people in Hollywood, and he had a contract with the devil to get these demons on screen as superheroes. And they even have this video game out called, I think it was Marvel Injustice, Gods Among Us, and they portray Superman and Green Lantern and Batman as gods among us. And all these characters wanted to be gods. But God says, oftentimes in the scriptures, he did not judge iniquity until it reached its full measure. And once it reached its full measure, then he judged it, Just like Sodom and Gomorrah, they had a space to repent. But there was a time when he no longer endured and God's patience ran out. And he judged them. But God's judgment, his patience has run out on this thing, and now he's revealing these things, these characters as there are, because their iniquity is full come. And you're starting to see that with the Deadpool movie, and them putting filth in these movies, and Thor and all those things. Thor's a demon, guys. And so if you have the Thor character, even as a Marvel movie, you're having a demon principality in your house. And I had all these movies, guys, and I had all this demonic dark energy around me. I had statues of Batman and Wolverine, and it was so fiery excitement for them. And it started to affect on my brain, because when we worship the Lord with fire, it is a good fire. It's purifying fire. It takes care of us. But when we worship or when we admire, worship is simply strong admiration. And when we have strong admiration for other things that are not God, it's a strange fire that devours us. And I was feeling that strange fire. It was devouring my brain, causing me confusion, headaches, and anger problems, outbursts of anger. because the Batman represents a spirit of vengeance. And that principality, if you have any Batman stuff in your house, remove it, because it's a demon principality, and you're giving authority to demons to have in your house. And if you die, I believe you're not going to inherit life, because it's idolatry and it's a demon. And God is revealing this to you guys now. In times past, perhaps God could have winked at this, as some of the scriptures say, but now he calls all men everywhere to repent, because there is coming a day which he will judge the world in righteousness. And so this Batman character is most definitely a demon. A person saw him. They saw also Hulk, and he's in hell, and he was guarding this part of children's place in hell. He was guarding, the children had him locked up, and this is an unclean spirit of violence. And parents who had this, they experienced their kid having superhuman strength, like Legion, when he was cast out of a person, basically. Legion was a powerful demon that no man could contend with. And they had to tie that man down who was possessed with that legion of demons, and Jesus commanded him to come out. But this is an unclean spirit of violence, guys. Hulk is. He is a demon, so get him out of your house. Spider-Man. In these hell testimonies, there's this class of demons called shadow catchers. And they catch people's destinies in witchcraft. And they do it by using the satanic sign. I shouldn't even do it. I don't want to even do that. With Spider-Man, of all things, of all symbols he could do, he uses the devil horns to shoot a spider web. And spider in the occult is entanglement to the flesh and everything. So when you're watching Spider-Man, guys, and he's shooting that web toward you on the screen, they're putting witchcraft on you guys. Jesus said to warn the people to stop watching these Marvel movies, because they all have witchcraft around them. Especially, like I said, Spider-Man, and especially the one, like you see Scarlet Witch and all those, and Black Panther. All these ones that are so exciting, guys, it's evil. There's a demon like Wolverine, and he has, like how Wolverine has a mask, has it like, this horn-looking things or whatever. He looks like that, and he's stabbing people, like, it's Wolverine. They have him like a savage beast. That's how he is in hell. These are demons, and you look at the comic books, they even have them look way worse than the movies with their, crazy white eyes and everything. Demonic looking eyes. These are demons, guys. Iron Man. There's a highly revered demon of technology that has built armor for himself, and he looked just like Iron Man, but angry. And he was in hell, and he's given us he pioneered the technological age and gave us a lot of these devices and things. A lot of these come from the marine world of Satan, it's it's a water world, like you've seen movies like Star Wars, the first one where there was a water world under there and there were beings. Well, Satan has a kingdom like that, and it's way more advanced than this world, and it has all that kind of stuff there. So I encourage you guys to get all the Marvel and DC, get it out of your house. There's a being called Superhuman. I think it has to do with the Nephilim, but this Satanist saw this being because he would meet with Lucifer. And it startled him when he saw it. And this being was instructed. He's called Superhuman, looks just like Superman. Called to go in people's houses and blow his super breath on them, basically, and they would go to sleep. It would put them in spiritual slumber, and they wouldn't be able to pray. And he's running real fast like Superman. He can actually go faster than Superman. And has the laser eyes and everything, and he looks just like Superman, but he's called Superhuman. And so these beings, all of them are demons, guys. Get them out. Freddy Krueger is a demon. Jason Voorhees is a demon. Chucky, even, believe it or not, there's spirits to do with children, demons, get in their childish ways of sin, these are demons. You want to pick a movie, Alien, that's a demon. All these, you would be surprised, guys, how far it goes. God gave me a big revelation of this, but it started with these hell testimonies. So I'm telling you, all those characters that they're going, yeah, go for it. Alien and Jason and Freddy, go for it. Wolverine, they're cheering on demons, guys, and it's idolatry. So I encourage you guys to get this stuff out of your life. I'm going to put the links in the description box. I pray this information blesses you guys. Until next time, shalom.